Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. On this episode, we're going to go over 6 months on the wrist with my Rolex Explorer 40. This is probably going to be a short episode as this is an epic watch. It's extremely accurate, it's robust, it's built to be beat up and put out in nature, as well as elegant enough to be worn to a formal event. However, there's one thing about this watch that is very much annoying me. So much so that it might be on the chopping block and I might be selling it here in the near future. I don't think a lot of you are going to agree with my reasoning, but let's jump into it. My name is Shane Walls and I make my living as a fine art nature photographer and explorer. I've come to truly depend on my tool watches when I'm out in the field. Whether it be timing my hikes or timing my camera exposures, tool watches are an intricate tool in my photography process. And these episodes on this channel are based on my amateur watch collecting journey as I search for that ultimate tool watch. The Rolex Explorer is a watch born for adventure. Its origins trace back to the 1950s when Rolex equipped mountaineers with this timepiece to test in extreme condition. Most notably in 1953 when supposedly Sir Edmund Hillary took it to the top of Everest. That same year, Rolex refined those expedition tests, designed it into the first official Explorer, reference 6350. Built for durability and precision, the Explorer became a go-to watch for adventurers, climbers, explorers, pushing the limit of human endeavor. Over the decades, Rolex continually evolved this model while staying true to its rugged design. This watch isn't just about timekeeping, it's a symbol of exploration and resilience and the pursuit of the unknown. Growing in size over the years, going from a 36mm to a 39mm, now available in a 40mm. The Rolex Explorer 40 is a true icon. Now, the main reason I wanted to get to the Rolex Explorer 40 was that it has moved up to a bigger size 40mm. I liked the 36. It was just a little too small for me. I was gonna go for the 39, which is actually pretty much the exact same size as the 40. This 40mm is closer to 38 than it is, I think it's about 38.5 exactly if you measure this. So I was looking at the 39, I just didn't like how the dial was laid out as much as I do the 40. I like the Explorer text up top next to the Rolex logo. I think it just looks a little bit cleaner in my personal opinion. And the 40 has a more of a dynamic, richer black dial. Even though it's not a true 40mm watch, I love and think the sizing of it is perfect. And I really enjoy how Rolex thinned out the lugs, the bracelet, just made it, just the proportions of it are perfect. It's probably the most comfortable watch in my collection. And it's so understated and under the radar. The watch is very special in that way. And the idea behind this watch when I got it was this is going to be my around town watch / my elegant dress piece for formal events. That's how I was thinking about it. As well as, it has plenty of capability for me to take it out on a weekend trip or out in the field. I just didn't want to take it on long expeditions because it didn't have a date. It's hard. This watch hasn't done me wrong in any way, shape, or form. I got a lot of memories with this watch, and it's unfair to the watch. Again, hasn't done anything wrong. It's extremely accurate. Now, go back to watch one of my older videos about how to set this watch overnight. I can keep this watch at day accurate time, pretty much. Day accurate time. So it's extremely accurate. I got some great memories with it. Recently, I just captured this new image, Dreamland in Yosemite National Park. It was pouring rain, had this watch on, used it to time the exposure. Absolutely amazing scene unfolded in front of me. It was raining all day. I was sitting there for hours and just for that one moment and the sun piercing the fog just a little bit to give that warm, beautiful glow on El Capitan. Got that hazy, beautiful dreamland look. And it was very exciting to get that photograph and to have this watch on my wrist to time the exposure for it. Doing things like that with this watch has really upped the watch experience, the wearing experience. A lot of great memories with this watch. It could do anything. The elephant in the room though, like I mentioned, And I knew this. Comment down below what you think this is going to be kind of out of left field. And getting it, I knew it didn't have a date window because again, I was just going to keep it local and everything like that. I'm also, if you watch this channel, I'm one of those guys who I don't take my cell phone with me everywhere. I like to turn it off and just have it off. So I use my watch for a lot of this, especially when I'm out in the field. Even local, not having the date window has been so frustrating. I didn't think it'd be like this when I got the watch. On this watch collecting journey that I'm on, I'm really starting to learn about myself that I prefer more function over form. I did purchase this watch more of a form over function watch. I wouldn't say I'm regretting that now, but it might have been a mistake. But this, it's such a pretty elegant looking watch. And maybe that might be my problem. I fell in love with the idea of just the simplicity of this watch. However, simplicity doesn't really work for me in the real world, what I do. That date window, and I know a lot of you are thinking overhyping or blowing out having a date, the date function. It's just for how I use my watches. I didn't think I really needed it as much as I do, but just over these last 6 months, I've gotten so frustrated on multiple occasions just looking at my watch. And it's just such a simple thing when I'm doing something out in the field or in the office, just to do a quick look. Oh, it's the 15th, da-da-da. Instead, oh, no, what? Oh, I gotta find the date. Where's my phone? Oh, my phone's off. Oh, let's go turn on a computer. I know I'm complaining. I know these are not problems at all. I understand that. It's just that convenience. Again, when I'm out in the field, I take a lot of notes for my photographs. And the date is very important on those photographs. I'm using an old technical camera and it doesn't have GPS. It kind of has the date function on the file, but for time and date, I like to keep everything in my notes. That's how I organize everything for my archives. And it's nice to know it. And those notes are very important for when I'm shooting film, as my black and whites are still all mostly shot with film. I can't do it with this watch. And I do never have my cell phone on me. So sometimes I am guessing. I don't know if I'm talking myself out of this watch or talking myself into it. I'm rambling a little bit. I apologize. I would love this watch to have the 4:30 date. And I know a lot of people, don't stop writing in the comments. I know a lot of people will say that would ruin the watch. This watch though, however, for me, it was a dream to get. I think I got a little ambitious thinking that this would be more of a formal piece and just around town. However, I find myself, this is the big problem. I find myself traveling a lot and I'm not really sitting around in town all that much. Therefore, I'm not really using this watch. And that's become the issue. I'm not really grabbing it out of the watch box. There's no reason why I shouldn't be. As a daily wearer, this is the perfect watch. This is one of those watches that could be the one and done watch for you. It does everything except tell the date. It handles everything. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous watch. I think it was one of the prettiest watches out there. It's got great history. I can't say anything bad about this watch, minus the date. Going into it though, I knew it didn't have a date. It's grinding on me a lot more than I thought it would. It's very robust. I've hit it on a ton of rocks while hiking. It's been dropped in the dirt. Hasn't missed a beat. Such good lume, legibility on it, second to none. It's, again, I'm gonna say it throughout this whole video over and over. It's a great watch. It's my own problem, my own specifications, my own needs that I overlooked, that I didn't think the date window would be that important. And I love the way it looks without it, but it'd be more functional with it. Would that ruin the watch? Would it make it better? I don't know, but it's just one of those things. I can't say enough good things about this watch. If you're looking to get it, amazing watch. Date window, I didn't think it would bother me that it didn't have a date window. It has become an issue, so much so that I don't use the watch as I should. So that's my take on the 6 months. Not much. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it just might be time. This whole idea, I'm not much of a big It's about the experience of wearing the watch. I look at the watch as more as a tool, and that could be my problem. The Rolex Explorer 40 is a great watch and a great tool. It just might not be the right tool for my job, for my needs. And that's it's frustrating because I would really love the watch. I would love to keep it. If money wasn't an option, I want to keep it. But why have pretty much an $8,000 watch just sitting collecting dust when someone else could wear it and I can put that money towards a watch I would wear and use more. But that all being said, I'll be the first to admit, when I put on this watch, I do have to take a moment and just enjoy the elegance, the simplicity, and the beauty of this watch. It is a good looking watch, and that's why I'm so torn. Is it worth keeping? Maybe I'll grow into it. Maybe something else will be better for me. I don't know. And that's the fun of watch collecting, isn't it? That's all I can say. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope this gave you a little bit of information about the watch. Again, an amazing, amazing, amazing watch. It just might not be the perfect fit for me. Coming up on the channel, thank you so much. I know you guys have been patient. I've been promising another watch. I actually got another watch. It had a manufacturer defect on it, and I had to send it back. The brand wanted to just repair it, and I said, no, I want a brand new watch. So now I'm playing the waiting game again, and I'll have videos coming out about this whole experience. I just want to wait till I actually have the watch in my hand before I start posting these videos, just in case the wrong person sees it. Might be a little bit of a venting video, so I don't want the wrong person to see it before I get the watch back. But thank you again. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions on my artwork, help support the channel in that way. Buy some artwork. We have fine art books. We're donating money now to our national parks. They're losing revenue right now, so we're gonna, I know it's a drop in the bucket, but we're gonna try to help. We'll donate some of the proceeds of our art sales back into those national parks. So help support this channel, support the national parks, buy some artwork, bring nature into your home. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Cheers.